Uh, hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Zach Taylor back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something just a little bit about like a subject which has probably been a massive topic this year, especially in the United States. Which is politics, in which I'm not going to be giving like a bunch of opinion stuff or anything about my views and all that, but I'm just kind of telling you why I don't really get involved in a lot of politics, in a lot of movements, and like certain things necessarily or post certain things, because I know definitely a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people in general post a lot of stuff, especially and kind of get my opinion on why people do certain things. So let's just get into it. So if you've been on the channel for probably the last 6 months or so at least, you probably know I'm not big into talking about politics or views on certain things. Definitely, I mean, I've given like sort of slight comments about things before, but nothing really major. I've never been one that likes to put out political stuff or post a bunch of stuff about it. I think it's just not, in my opinion, I don't think it's a very appropriate thing for like YouTubers and celebrities and people that have an influence to be posting things about stuff. And when I say that, I think it's because a lot of people that watches YouTubers and stuff, a lot of them are younger people, kids, teenagers, even just adults and younger adults in general, in people. And I think a lot of people who are so connected to a YouTuber or something, I mean, I'm talking YouTubers, this can count for celebrities too, are so connected to that person, they'll do a lot what they say. And I think a lot of times, a lot of YouTubers and celebrities will try and persuade a bunch of their fans' opinions to vote for them, even though the person who's voting, supporting, they don't know what they're getting into. They don't know the beliefs or views of something. They don't know the whole story of certain movements and stuff. Yeah, but they're just going to follow just because this one famous person's saying it or someone they like to watch is saying it. And that's kind of something with me. I mean, I'm not acting like I'm some big famous hotshot or anything. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy and grateful. I have a very loyal community and a good sized following and 500 subscribers. I'm very appreciative for that. But for a little bit of influence I have, I don't like to put that on people at all. Even I could say everything what I think and you should do this. And some of you might listen and go support this movement, that person. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. But I don't want people, I don't think that pressure is appropriate, especially when a lot of it is kids that are viewing things. And younger people who don't, I mean, people don't, they don't know the whole story behind stuff. They don't know what a viewpoint or they're just going along with something because they heard someone say it. They're not forming their opinion on it or anything. That's why I'm not a big person when it comes to give my opinion on a lot of things. If it's like just moral stuff, yeah, I will. Like that, I will. But like when it comes to like big major topics politically, I don't like to. I want you guys to be able to make your own opinion yourself. I don't want to be an influence. And like in that sense, an influence in good ways, yes, like to help people as much as you can and be nice to one another. That's different. I mean, yeah, some of me and my friends talk politics a bit sometimes, but even then, I'm not someone who's massive into it. But mainly, I'm just kind of telling this because I don't go along with a lot of there's been a lot of politics and social justice stuff this year and everything. Which I mean, not saying it's bad, it's happening or anything. I'm not gonna be posting that whether I support it, think it's good or something, or telling something about it. It's not my right to try and influence someone's opinion on that. I mean, if this was a political talk show channel, then maybe a little bit of that. I mean, but you know what you're getting into on those channels. Here, people don't come on here and be like, what's Zach's opinion on the world and politics going to be? I mean, no. I guarantee there's not a single one of you that comes in a video thinking that. And I think that's how most channels should be, as I said, except if you're like a news or talk show channel. It's not our jobs to influence people in that kind of way. I think people take it over the top so much when they really shouldn't, especially when people don't know. A lot of people are younger and don't know what they're even listening to. They're just going along with it because someone said it. I think the whole world this year has, in a lot of, I'm honest, a lot of celebrities, YouTubers have gotten too political with stuff. There's just certain things. I think a lot of shows are getting out of control. I think sports have gotten ridiculous. And people can have their own views and do their own things. But I think it's more of things that needs to be done privately. I don't, or if you're, say, if you have a talk show host, I don't think the making, like, I mean, there's celebrities, YouTubers who go out and make fun of someone's choice or what they believe. That's just not fair. It's not for, especially it's not for YouTubers, movie stars, athletes. It's not what they're supposed to be doing. I think politics has become way too public. I think it's become way too like open, and people, I'm not saying you can't be open people, but like to the point where like it's spread. I mean, it's just people post. It just spreads too much, and it becomes too much of it. It feels like a battle rather than like you can't. It's harder to find people who can civilly discuss it. Let me see how much time is left for filming this. Okay, I got about 3 minutes, but I can always cut it. I'm almost about done. It's just one of those things I think has gotten out of control tremendously, especially this year. And I'll be honest, it's hard not to get upset. It's hard to not let all that stuff bother you. I think for a lot of us, we don't like seeing it. We don't like shows and sports, YouTube videos get so political, but it just seems like it's been such a mess this year, and so much of it has. Not saying all, but I guarantee you you probably know what I'm talking about, and I've seen a lot of different things this year. That's just kind of the reason I'm just not big on posting my opinions on a lot of stuff. I think everyone has a right to their opinion, and keep like that. I just think people need to be more quiet and private about it. I think celebrities, YouTubers, athletes, kind of, I think they try and influence too much and say things they really shouldn't a lot of the time, especially this year. And I just don't think it's fair to a lot of people. That's kind of one of the reasons I hate doing any sort of political or any movement, whether I support it or not. I'm just not going to do it or post something on it or go on YouTube, Instagram, anything. I'm very private when it comes to that sense, because it's not my job to influence people with that. I don't want people to be influenced politically by me. So that's going to do for this video. That's just kind of a reason why I don't get into politics and certain issues really ever. I'm just not big on it. I just said I don't think it's not my duty to try and influence someone on that. I don't want this channel to become like that. But I think that's a lot of channels, and just a lot of media in general this day needs to back off a lot. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate everyone for watching. Once again, thank you guys very much for 500 subscribers. If you did enjoy this video, remember to drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.